What if I told you that in 2026, the most important thing in your suitcase isn't your passport? It's your phone. Imagine stepping off a long-haul flight, exhausted, thinking about coffee and a hotel bed. When a customs officer looks at you and calmly says, "Sir, may I see your phone?" your heart skips. Why? Because your entire life is in that small, glowing rectangle: your photos, your messages, your search history, your private jokes, your banking apps, your opinions, your mistakes. And here's the shocking part. In many countries, border officers have broader authority than regular police when it comes to inspecting devices at the border. Today, on Golden Age Travel Tips, we're breaking down the 9 things customs officers are increasingly looking for on phones in 2026. And trust me, some of them will surprise you. Before we start, comment below. Would you hand over your phone without hesitation? Or would you feel nervous? Be honest. Let's talk about the first thing that raises instant red flags: suspicious travel inconsistencies. Officers may compare your stated travel purpose with your digital footprint. If you say you're visiting for tourism but your emails show job interviews, business negotiations, or rental agreements, that mismatch can trigger deeper questioning. It's not about being dramatic, it's about consistency. In places like the United States, under agencies such as Customs and Border Protection, officers have the authority to inspect belongings at ports of entry, and that can include electronic devices. That doesn't mean every traveler gets searched. Most don't, but if you're selected, they may look for evidence that contradicts your visa category. Second, signs of unauthorized work. Let's say you enter on a tourist visa, but your phone shows contracts, invoices, or text messages arranging paid gigs. That can lead to denial of entry. This has happened in countries like Canada and Australia as well, where immigration officers are trained to verify that visitors are not planning to work illegally. And here's the emotional twist: sometimes people don't even realize what counts as work. Remote freelancing, influencer brand deals, consulting calls. The rules vary by country, and ignorance is not always accepted as an excuse. Third, evidence of immigration intent. When you claim you're just visiting, officers may check for wedding plans, long-term apartment leases, or school enrollment confirmations. If you tell them you're staying 2 weeks but your phone shows a 6-month housing contract, that's a problem. In the UK, border officers under the UK Border Force are known to ask detailed questions if they suspect someone may overstay. Your phone can either support your story or completely destroy it. Fourth, prohibited content. This one is serious. Customs authorities worldwide, including in countries like Singapore and the UAE, have strict laws regarding certain materials. Explicit content, extremist propaganda, pirated media, or banned political materials in certain jurisdictions can result in fines, confiscation, or worse. The key lesson: laws differ dramatically across borders. Something legal at home might be illegal elsewhere. And yes, sometimes travelers find this out the hard way. Fifth, suspicious financial activity. Officers may look for evidence that you're carrying undeclared goods for resale, acting as a courier, or involved in financial crimes. Messages about transporting items for someone else, photos of large quantities of merchandise, or crypto wallet discussions tied to suspicious activity can trigger further inspection. In the United States, large undeclared cash amounts can already lead to seizure. Digital financial trails can also raise questions. Sixth, criminal evidence or active warrants. Border crossings are high-security zones. If your phone contains evidence of ongoing criminal activity, or if your name is already flagged in a system, officers may detain you. In many countries, border databases are integrated with law enforcement systems. That means your digital behavior and your legal status can intersect quickly. Seventh, connections to known risk profiles. This is where things feel uncomfortable. Algorithms and intelligence sharing between nations have expanded. Travel history, contact lists, and communication patterns may be reviewed if there's a security concern. For example, travelers moving between high-risk regions may face additional scrutiny. This isn't about fear, it's about awareness. Eighth, fake documents or misrepresentation. Photos of edited visas, altered bank statements, or fake invitation letters saved in your gallery can be devastating. If an officer finds evidence you prepared fraudulent, document 7 as a backup that can result in immediate denial of entry. And ninth, deleted data. Yes, Sometimes what's missing can look suspicious. If a phone appears freshly wiped right before travel, that may prompt deeper inspection. While protecting privacy is understandable, sudden deletion of all history can be interpreted as concealment. So what does this mean for you, the smart traveler, watching Golden Age travel tips? First, breathe. Not every traveler gets searched. In fact, the vast majority pass through customs without any device inspection at all. But awareness is power. Research the laws of the country you're visiting. Understand your visa category. Keep your travel story consistent with your digital footprint. If you're carrying work materials, make sure you're legally authorized to do so. And most importantly, stay calm and respectful during any interaction. Border officers are trained to observe behavior. Nervousness alone doesn't mean guilt, but aggression almost always escalates a situation. Now here's the part that might shock you. In some jurisdictions, refusing to unlock your phone can result in denial of entry. Entry into a country is considered a privilege, not an absolute right for non-citizens. That's why preparation matters. If privacy is a major concern, some travelers choose to travel with minimal data on their primary device and securely store sensitive information in encrypted cloud services, accessed only after entry. But again, laws differ, and you must comply with local regulations. This is not about paranoia. It's about smart travel strategy in 2026. Technology has evolved. Security has evolved, and so must we. Let me ask you something real. How clean is your digital house? If someone looked at your last 50 messages, would they match the reason you're traveling? Would your search history raise eyebrows? Would your photo gallery tell a different story than your visa application? Drop a comment below. Do you think phone searches at borders are justified for security, or do you think they go too far? Let's have a respectful debate. And if this video opened your eyes even a little, share it with someone who's traveling this year. Because the worst time to learn these lessons is at the border desk under bright lights. With your flight home already boarding, this is Golden Age Travel Tips, where we don't just help you travel smarter, we help you travel safer. Subscribe, stay informed, and remember, your phone may be small, but at customs in 2026, it speaks louder than words.